Hi, folks. This is episode number 11. Last episode, I showed you a demonstration of UI and logic. Today, we're going to go over a bit of a review on coding in C#. I know for the rollerball demonstration that you were made to do, you learned a little bit of this, but you didn't really get the full meat of the explanation of how any of this works. So hopefully I can help clear up some confusion about coding in C# and help us get on our way to start making real logic in our games and our experiences. So, as you know up here, we're using the systems.collections, systems.collections generic, and Unity engine. If we ever get into linked lists, we will probably be using some more things. And you've probably heard of the class. I call this one health, and it extends mono behavior. This means extends in C# speak. And you know to enclose everything in brackets. Void start is a method that is called at the beginning of when you press play, and void update is called once per frame. And there's also void fixed update, which is called 50 times a second for physics things. We do not want our physical things to be tied to our frame rate because, as I showed you earlier, things will be inevitably slow, and you have to really watch what you put in void update right here because it will mess up your frame rate, and it will not look fun. So let's first start by declaring a variable. I know you learned something around variables in your original rollerball experience, but we can talk about the basic types. Basic types being int, or integer, double, double or decimal, meaning that it has 2 points, and Boolean, and string. Boolean is a yes or no answer and is very useful for things you just want to occur once, an on-off switch, for instance, a door, is playing, is not playing. And a string is very good for debugging, in my opinion. But if you ever want to display any kind of words or anything, it's important that you use that. Also, you have chars or cars. These are characters that you can use. While a string is multiple characters, chars are just a single one letter thing. We might not get into this, but it's good to know. What we're going to work with today is integer. When it comes to integers, you want whole numbers, and you probably need to be careful, especially when dividing integers. Remember, you have to declare what type of variable it is. Then we have to name it. I'm going to call this one health. And you have to make the health equal something. So we're going to make it equal 100 in the beginning. And as you can see right here, we probably need to make it public in order to be seen by our the time when we play it in game. So public. I will learn how to spell eventually. And remember to end every single thing you do in a semicolon, or the compiler will indeed scream at you for it. Make sure to put that outside the stack, by the way. Otherwise, the compiler will also be mad at you. Any public variables you do, make sure to keep it outside. Now, let's just say start health equals to 50. Within the start, we do health equals 50. Now, when we press start, it will turn from 100 to 50 instantly. Let's say if we wanted health to de-increment every second or so. In order to do that, we would do something along the lines of health minus minus, or I misspelled that, I apologize, or health equals health minus 1. Minus minus is shorthand for health equals health minus 1. There's also plus plus, which is health equals health plus 1, and the computer just likes this format better. Also, I will talk about comments. I'm not entirely sure whether your previous tutorial series went over comments, but comments are simple for telling you what to do if you're confused or you don't know what a method does. Whenever you start a new method, I strongly suggest that you double tap the divide button and then type something that tells you what this method does. Because if you'll be working on projects that will last months and you won't be able to remember, months worth of information. So it's always good to leave yourself a reminder of what little thing does. It's great for time saving, and when we get really complex, you will not have time to look over everything and try to decipher like hieroglyphics what you're trying to do 4 months ago. So that was a review on basic variables. Now, next time we'll do something a little more interesting with these variables. We'll make them actually do things in game. I will see you that time. Bye, and thanks for watching.